Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. Slowly but surely we are getting where we want to be with the hotel. In the previous episode we already invited our first guest. Where is he? Right here. Guest number 1, previously Liam. He is enjoying himself in the vertical wind tunnel and May right here is currently using the beach chair, listening to some music. Amazing. And of course playing some arcade games, and of course shaking it off, and of course using the surfboard. Okay, so if they have downtime, they actually use every single appliance in the structure. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting when all the hotel guests mainly spend their time right here. There's definitely less work being done ever since I enabled the amenities, but what can I say? My 2 duplicants kind of deserved it, looking at what they accomplished here. I also want to go ahead and plant my bliss burst seeds right here, and I think what I want to do is just have them on each level. So there's going to be 2 bliss burst seeds and then 2 different seeds and then again 2 bliss burst seeds, 2 different seeds, and then finally another set of bliss bursts. Okay, and then for the other seed I think I just want to go for choya seeds. Like I can't really select them right now, but we should have plenty of them at home. Let's check it out. Maybe we can bring them over here, or we bring them directly over. Yeah, that might be easier. So right here, seeds, Joya seeds, somebody should be bringing them along rather quickly. Yeah, Ren is already on his merry way, and we don't need that many, so I'm gonna disable them right away again. But we need to send over some other stuff, such as granite, in order for the interplanetary launcher to even do something. Also, let's open this up now and open that up. Ooh, in the meantime, I noticed there is a mistake. We need another bridge right here, and I don't know why. This just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, because all the water would have to do is continue as of this point, but it doesn't really continue. Is there a problem with the pump? No, not really. So yeah, this should go all the way up uninterrupted and then continue here, but it doesn't, and that is so curious to me because it doesn't make sense. And then I guess as soon as I build this bridge we should be okay, though of course it's downtime now. For now I have to remove the working time here from the hotel guests because they also go here and start picking up stuff, and that is something I cannot really use right now. Wait a second, I'm using up the water completely right now. How is that possible? Of course it is going out here, so I don't even have anything to deliver. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. If I cut this pipe here just for a brief moment until we have loaded up the rocket here, then we should be fine. But of course, I'm filling up the whole bottom part here. Oh no, there's some polluted water there. It's 574 kilograms. That is a little bit too much. Maybe we can displace it somehow and then mop it up. In the meantime, I also want to send over some body butt seeds. Oh no, no pending deliveries. Are you serious? I have none of them. Oh, you know what? That is really bad. I figured we have at least lots of them. So I have 2 body butt seeds right here in my great hall. Is this really the only occasion I have them placed? And how is it possible that I have no other? Oh, check this out. The plants actually changed to grub fruit plants. So they are not spindly grub fruit plants anymore, but they are grub fruit plants. So the Sweetles actually do the trick just as well. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, look at that. We can do the mixed berry pie now. Oh my gosh, we have mixed berry pies. I cannot believe it. So I guess what we should do is add them right here. Mixed berry pies right there. They need to be spiced, of course. And then eventually spiced food only. We want the mixed berry pie. No, actually that's for the ingredients here. So never mind. The food itself will then actually be put in here. Yeah, that makes more sense. So what we should be seeing additionally to the surf and turf is now also the mixed berry pie right here in this fridge. In the other fridge I have the cooking ingredients for the gas range here, and I need the cooking ingredients here as well. The mixed berry pie requires gristleberries, grub fruits, and sleet wheat grain. Actually all of that should be in here, which I can reach, so I don't really need that. Yeah, let's go back to spiced food only here, and we're gonna choose the mixed berry pie, and I'm actually gonna get it out of this fridge here so we can have just one type of food in each fridge. Well, there's gonna be the surf and turf and maybe the occasional omelet. Though omelet I could now have here, spiced food only, and therefore we could get rid of it in this case. I'm not even sure I'm making still omelets, but there we go. Now we have 3 types of foods that I give my duplicants. They are all spiced foods. Yeah, this is really good, I gotta say. Though right now, I think what I want to do is just accumulate a whole bunch of them, because technically that food is for the hotel guests, right? I don't necessarily need anything else other than surf and turf for my working duplicants. So I think what I'm gonna do is disallow mixed berry pie for everyone, and I'm just gonna accumulate a whole bunch of it, and then we can continue from there. Oh, check this out! I have 12 body bud seeds in here. Okay, so it somehow worked. I still have the body bud seed. I just missed how they got it in there. And now that I'm sending over a little bit more granite, we can also send the body bud seeds. Come on, 3 more to go. Wonderful. In this case, I should be able to plant my choya seeds, so they will go everywhere I don't have a seed just yet, right here in this row. Oh no, it replaced my body bud seeds. That is so disappointing. I figured I could do that. But yeah, you can actually change them as long as you haven't placed them just yet. Wonderful. And then finally, there's gonna be the body bud seed. So I just have to wait for the delivery there. I think I just saw it arrive. Yeah, there we go. Body bud seeds. Wonderful. I'm so glad my fear actually hasn't come true of not having any of these. We have plenty. Well, enough for the hotel. Are we still cleaning up? I think it looks rather cleaned up right now. Yeah, most of the stuff has been picked up. So now I just want to see whether or not I can mop up this little piece of polluted water. That would be absolutely amazing. And also, I think I want to reconnect this pipe again. Also looks like we're almost done with the decorations. I'm gonna switch that to a worm. Also, it looks like we have plenty of oxygen. I'm gonna disable the notification here, just so that we don't have any ugly notifications hanging around. Also, I'm now gonna enable all of the water coolers as well. And then let me see, what about the food? We do have some berry sludge here at the moment and berry sludge there, but eventually the food needs to come from the main planetoid, and therefore we also need a way to store an excess amount of it. Now this could potentially be a bigger problem because we need to store it at a low temperature, or maybe it is enough if we just store it at 0 degrees or so. Let me see, what do we have in terms of rocketry? I have a rocket port extension. What? Ah, this is what I was looking for. Finally they made it. Or maybe I just missed it the previous time. So I don't have to daisy chain the silos anymore in order to reach a distance. What I wanted to see for me is a way to send over materials automatically. So with the automation broadcaster, I can send a signal whenever we require food, right? Though this needs access to space, which is a little bit of a bummer. We can, for instance, have it here just for testing purposes. And then the automation receiver is what we would put on the first planetoid. Now this guy also needs to be exposed somehow. I guess we can have it right here if I remove a piece of ladder. So that's gonna go right there. Okay, let's get that built. Okay, there it is. Automation receiver, unnamed broadcaster out of range. Wait a second, we got it right here. So this needs to be renamed to hotel food delivery. Okay, now wait a second, how are we supposed to do that? What is this doing? Sends a green signal. Ah, finally. Okay, so I think I remember this wasn't the case, that they didn't have an automation slot. No, I think I'm mixing something up here. Either way, we can send a green signal when we are full. That means we need to reverse that. We want to send a red signal when we are full. That means I would be going with a NOT gate. Now, where do we want to route the wire? I would like to make some kind of a storage, a food storage area here. So I think we're just gonna route it this way. Get some cabling going there. We're gonna go straight over and probably down the ladder shaft here. Now, when I have multiple fridges, it doesn't matter how many fridges are full. Just one full fridge is gonna send a green signal and therefore disable it. That is not necessarily what I want, so we need to set up some AND gates probably, and then for each input slot here we can have 2 fridges going out. Now let me think, what we could do is just have them stacked up all the way to the top, but that doesn't sound like enough food. I'm a little bit bothered by this area here, and also the fact that this is all polluted oxygen, so we would have to pump this out. I might just make it here, honestly. Yeah, it's also a little bit closer to the guests. It might make more sense, and then we still have the space on the top here to do a zoo if we decide to do that. I'm not sure yet. All I know is we want a whole bunch of fridges in pairs, so 2 of these are gonna get an AND gate, and then the 4 of them are gonna get an AND gate combined. Then we can have another 4, another 4. I mean, we technically don't need more food than that ever, probably. So we have 4 pairs or 16 in total. Oh, that's 19. Sorry, this is early in the morning. I wasn't even thinking about it. Either way, there's going to be an AND gate for each pair. And I guess in this case, we're just going to do 8 fridges. That makes sense in terms of hooking them up to the automation wire. So all of these, of course, are just going to go straight into the input slots. Then we need an AND gate for every other one as well and connect these together right there. So now the final AND gate is only sending a green signal if all of these 4 fridges are completely full. Then we can have another set of AND gates, though I think I'm only going to be needing 2 of them. Yeah, let's put another one here. And of course, this has the input of the last AND gates from before. And now technically we have our final AND gate, and this one here is only gonna be green if all of the fridges are completely full. Now, I don't necessarily want that. What I want to see is maybe something like this. So either all of these fridges are full or all of these fridges are full. It's gonna send a green signal, or of course, if all of them are full. Now, together with the AND gates, this is using a little bit too much space. That was just to exemplify what I want to do with it. And I think I'm gonna set this up a little bit better so we can wire it towards the left side, then go all the way up the ladder shaft. So this should just be connected. Okay, I rerouted it a little bit so that I have 4 outputs. That means only 4 fridges need to be full for the system to shut down. I'm not really sure that has been a really good idea, because I'm just assuming the duplicants would be filling up the fridges from one side to the other and not actually do that evenly. And we might be able to prevent this from happening by filling up the fridges ourselves using the auto sweepers. All we have to do is maybe set up 2 auto sweepers so they can still reach all of the fridges, but also each other. Oh, wait a second. How can I not put that here? How does that make sense? Ah, it's the automation slot. Okay, I get it. Man, did you seriously have to do this to me? I guess we can have it right there. And that means there's one single tile both of the auto sweepers can reach. Let me get maybe rid of this ladder, and then we can set up a conveyor receptacle. So I would be putting that right here. Also get some conveyor rails rolling. I'm just gonna bring them over here, and they would be going all the way up to where we get the food. Now this would be on the very top probably, yeah. Right now I'm just dumping everything, so I think what I'm gonna do also maybe just temporarily is set up a conveyor loader that my duplicants can use. Now if I put this right here, the food should be delivered. At some point the system is gonna shut down, and at this point we hopefully still have enough space for the remaining food that is incoming. And all I care about is the food landing inside of the fridges so that we actually cool it down and it never spoils. You know, this plan might just work out. Let's also make sure that our guests can actually eat the new food. I'm not yet gonna disable the surf and turf and the berry sludge since we don't have enough food over just yet, but I'm gonna allow the mixed berry pie now. Another thing I noticed is we ran out of oil, and that is because I did not... Yeah, I shut off the oil wells actually. Is there a reason we cannot enable them? The temperature is fine. We should have enough water as well. Let's just get this started again. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up these 2 oil wells. Let me see, should we have enough power? Yeah, probably most of the time, and we still have the natural gas here as well. As a matter of fact, this is completely full and the geyser is still in use. Am I not? Yeah, I'm not sending this over. We should be using more power and therefore activate the oil wells. This is gonna produce a little bit of oil again, and then my water pump can just bring it up. I still haven't completed this pipe here. I think 2 oil wells are gonna be enough, and then my petroleum production can kick off again. In the meantime, we have all of the fridges going on. This is gonna be a slight issue when it comes to different ingredients. For instance, we only want the spiced food in here, and we only want the mixed berry pie. But what if I have multiple types of food? Are we just gonna go with the mixed berry pie forever? I mean, this could be a strategy, because if I have the food mixed up, I'm gonna run into the issue that we only have certain fridges full, or maybe one fridge is full with surf and turf, and then there's no space for the mixed berry pie. Then if I lack one food completely, the system isn't gonna shut down. Say I use 2 fridges for the mixed berry pie and 2 fridges for some other food. then if these two fridges are full, we're still not going to be getting any signal to shut down the system. So we would have to make an individual system for each type of food. I mean, we could say, for instance, we only use the right storages here for the mixed berry pie, and then we use the left side for a different type of food, and we just make a separate delivery system. So we would be needing another one of these broadcasters. I think I might be testing that out. For now, let's just have the spiced food here and set this up. And I want this at a fairly low priority. Let's just go priority 4 or so. Actually, it can be priority 1 because the duplicants will only take the food to bring it to the hotel guests. So I'm gonna do the first 4 fridges with mixed berry pie. We might upgrade that to 8 fridges in the future. For now, all I'm interested in is getting this built here. So I'm gonna be right back. Of course, I totally missed the window of opportunity and already spoiled my first mixed berry pie. It is now stale at 3%. What can I say? It is now set up, so it's automatically being delivered to the freezing system here, which is still functional, and then it's being put in the fridges where it can remain. Now, the only thing we have to take care of is to take this signal and then deliver the food whenever we are ready. In the beginning, this is not going to be an issue. I'm probably going to be using this guy, though right now I'm using it to deliver oxalite. Oh, I totally forgot to check on that. Yeah, it's about time to send over some more oxalite here for the 3rd planetoid. So I'm going to be allowing the manual use again. This is already set up to the correct planetoid and it should be delivered. Yeah, so we would have to use another one. Let's maybe go with this guy here for our food delivery. It's already set to the correct planetoid. How are we going to do this? If I just set up a conveyor, then a lot of the food will spoil eventually. Actually, it might not spoil because this is in a vacuum. That might be interesting to explore. So say I put the food right here, for instance, and then deliver it right into the interplanetary launcher. I can take my cabling from here, and then I think the only issue would be this metal tile right here, though right now it is cold enough. Sure, why not? This might actually work out. So we always keep this conveyor loader full. We also keep the interplanetary launcher full. And whenever we need to deliver more stuff, we can do so. And then we might have to use the second interplanetary launcher here. Oh, Ren just got shot by a rat bolt. Oh, Ren, oh my gosh, you have to go to bed now. Ren, you take your time out, okay? Yeah, loads and loads of oxalite right now is being delivered. We don't really have to go on this platform anymore. So the accident with Ren there was just a mistake on my part. I could have easily disabled the system with this signal switch. So in this case, I think I'm only going to have a maximum of 2 types of foods. So the mixed berry pie is going to be 1, and then maybe we can do a frost burger or so. I'm not yet sure. Looks like we also need to hook this up to power. Now, I'm assuming that not all of the machines are going to be active at the same time. Though honestly, we could probably divide this up. Right now, I have way too much strain on this wire, and all we would have to do is set up another transformer. Yeah, I think that is going to be the much better solution. We just do something like that, and then eventually we can cut all of these lines here. And all I have to do is connect these together again. Okay, that should be okay for 1 wire. Even if it goes a little bit beyond the limits, usually not all of the machines are active at the same time. And I actually just noticed we didn't have a way to get in here, but now Ren has access. Come on, do me the favor. Yes, wonderful. Edible mixed berry pie is gonna go in here. Now I need to be slightly careful. If I tell the duplicants to bring the mixed berry pie here, they might bring the unspiced version. And the unspiced version should go in here, which has, yeah, let's just put this to the highest priority. But still, it might be a better idea to go with another fridge all the way over here. We don't even have to power it. Actually, this would mean we also need another conveyor loader. You know what? We could just set it up over here because this is always frozen. No, actually, it's not enough space. I would need 1 more tile. I wonder, what if we opened up this metal tile? This will give me 1 more space. Let's actually just replace it with drywall. Now, hopefully nobody is gonna get hurt. Okay, that might actually work out. Now I can have my auto sweeper here, which can still reach everything. So I wonder, could I put my food here? Does that actually count as being on a tile? I think it might. And then all I need is my conveyor loader here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let's get rid of this again. Gonna bring this over here and straight up. Actually, I need to be careful for my food to not spoil. I think it's better to go straight up. Actually, I need to be careful for my food to not spoil. We're gonna take this route here. Very good. I'm briefly gonna shut down my system so my duplicants can work on here without dying. Looks like we're almost done building everything, so we should be ready for the first delivery. Just a few more rails and cables. Right now, of course, this is sending a green signal, so we are ready. Let's see if we can grab the signal. What we want to do is enable or disable the payload launching. So when we receive a signal, we want to enable this guy. So I wonder if we can bring this a little bit closer. Like, honestly, what happens if I build this here and then exchange the tile with a mesh tile? Yeah, there we go. It actually works. So it has line of sight through the mesh tile, which is absolutely amazing. This means I can simply bring the wire up and connect it. And this automation receiver, of course, is gonna check for the hotel food delivery. So right now it should send a green signal. Conveyor loader is also ready. Allow manual use, highest priority. Oh, no, wait, not manual use. And it can also be a low priority. No, let's set it to the highest priority. The manual use thing is the most important. We're gonna go for mixed berry pie and the same thing right here. This has the highest priority, spiced food only though, and mixed berry pie. So now mixed berry pie is going to be stored in here with the auto sweeper at priority 7. The duplicants are going to bring it over here at priority 9. And then the auto sweeper will take over and fill up the conveyor loader. But I think I want to move up the auto sweeper one more block. That just makes more sense to me. Oh no, I just noticed something horrible. This liquid vent overpressures. And it does so at 1,000 kilograms of steam. I had no idea. So right now we cannot really utilize that system unless we have plenty of duplicants. Yeah, we need way more duplicants for this to work. And this is going to be a real pain in the butt when it comes to frame rate. I'm already struggling right now. But yeah, here we go. We have our food delivery system in place. This guy here should... Actually, let me see. Yeah, there should be an errand at some point for the food to be delivered. Now, this might be a little bit of a risky business, though I'm hoping that the duplicants cannot get hit while they run through here. But then it will be delivered. Currently, we have a red signal. Why is that? Hotel food delivery out of range. No, wait a second. Are you telling me we have to relay the signal? Like we have to set up a signal here and then we can reach the other planetoid? I'm not so sure. It just says out of range, but I did not pay any attention to this. Yeah, I think this might be something we can test out. You know, I don't really have the space or infrastructure for it, but we do have solar panels that I don't really need. So I think what I'm gonna do is just set up a receiver here and then a broadcaster as well. And we're gonna connect them together with an automation wire. And it looks like the oil is incoming once again. Yeah, look at that. We are getting oil, dumping the water and everything else, and that is being delivered then. There it is. Automation receiver. No, it's still out of range. This receiver is too far from the selected broadcaster to get the signal updates. This is so stupid. So I cannot even do this distance. Do I need a shuttle in between? But that would be a waste of resources. I guess it's only for the initial cluster and then you cannot interact with the other planetoids, but that is frustratingly disappointing. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna wait on the comments. You guys usually know how to deal with these issues and whether or not I'm doing something wrong. In the meantime, we're done here on the hotel planetoid. Well, at least almost. There's still a bunch of things to be built and of course to be cleaned up. And then we are still filling up this entire shaft here with water. But yeah, I would say with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed and are looking forward to the next one. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.